Hello, rail fans, and welcome to French Fried Trains. It's Saturday, June 19th, 2021. After heavy storms overnight and into the morning, canceled our plans to leave early and head up north to some of the more well-known railfan spots. When the storms finally stopped, we headed out anyways. We ended up in Trenton, Ohio at the park. We waited about 20 minutes for this first train to come. An AC44CW leads this southbound, followed by a very beat-up looking SD40-2. And check this out. Here we see an 8-axle flat car. And here's an older CSX boxcar. And check out this graffitied up boxcar with the door open and the door open on the one behind it. And a nice clean GATX boxcar here. About 15 minutes after this one passed, the track inspector went by in his high railer. So I figured we had a while before any more trains would be coming. We went back out on the road and we got something to eat for lunch and we headed north. We ended up back in our old stomping grounds in Carlisle, Ohio, and we arrived just in time. When we got there was a yellow signal. We were going to have a train meet. We only had to wait about 20 minutes for it to happen. Soon enough, the southbound arrived. And a nice little horn salute from the engineer there as the single SD40-2 brings this big intermodal train into Carlisle siding. And here's some hazmat tanks for use with intermodal. Here's a refrigerated container with a lot of soot around the top. through the train and we have a DPU, another ET44AH, and there was just as many cars behind him as there was in front of him. This train seemed to stretch on and on. And finally, about 6.5 minutes later, the tail end of this monster intermodal train goes by. After he passed, we watched as he made his way into the siding, and the headlight of a northbound on the main line, coming up slowly, was already there. A few minutes later, and it approached. And listen to the awesome sound of this EMD locomotive roaring as it gets its train moving again. Check that out. An SD40-2 leads the train. I haven't caught one of those on a train in quite some time, much less leading. This particular one was originally built as a straight SD40 for the C&O. Trailing is an ES40 DC. We have some Chicago Northwestern hoppers mixed into this cut here. I was informed online that this train was Q556. A bunch of CSX covered hoppers on this one. And here we see some family line system cars. And another. Here we have a big cut of empty coil shield cars with no covers. And about 4 minutes later, the end of the train passes by. We did get some more trains that day, but we'll save them for another video. So that's all for this episode of French Fried Trains. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And everyone have a great week. Stay safe out there, rail fans.